Lost. Ain't no more.
And I was 14 with a small loss. No more.
At the point guard position.
And already, Coach, some teams have found their rhythm, while some others seem to be way off to start.
Well, Brian, that can be for a lot of different reasons. Maybe you've changed your system from the year before. Maybe you've changed your roster significantly. Maybe you have some guys who didn't come in as ready as they could be due to conditioning or injury. Every situation, every team has a different set of challenges.
The starters for Utah. Jusuf Nurkic is out there with Jackson. Then there's Keontae George. Then it's Lauri Markkanen. And it's Peterson in at shooting guard. Now here's George. And let's swing it over to the sideline and hear from Allie.
Well, Jason Kidd had a few moments to share with me. When I asked him about Jusuf Nurkic, he noted how physical he was. And he said to me, we need to focus on boxing him out and not letting him get offensive rebounds. Our guys need to play with toughness tonight. Seems like there will be plenty of action on the glass tonight, guys.
Good job there, Allie. Thanks. Here's George. Nurkic, a screen on Irving. George, no good. Puts one up from 19. It's rebounded by George. Utah has gone 0 for 2 from outside. The 16th pick in last year's draft, Keontae George was thrown right into the fire his rookie season, Stan.
Yeah, down the stretch, he was basically handed the keys to the offense at the point guard position. He may take some lumps, but his talent level is evident.
Now here's Irving. And he's in the books. Now 1 for 2.
Yeah, he makes it look so easy out there. The game comes naturally to him.
The 3, George. And the rebound goes to the Mavericks. Their last game, a win against the Suns. Looking to carry it into this one.
Yeah, they connected from outside all game. And the defense had absolutely no answer for them.
Well, they shot it well because of how selfless they were. You need that kind of chemistry and cohesion on the road.
Jackson for 3. Count it. 1 for 1 to start the game.
Well, modern-day big men can hit threes and guard multiple positions. That's Jaren Jackson.
The shot won't fall. Nurkic with some nice D. Markkanen outside. Pass to Peterson. Back to Markkanen. Here's Peterson. 4 on the clock. Nice D from Thompson. And Irving has got the ball here for the Dallas Mavericks. Money from 17 feet out.
I mean, what do you expect when you give him the clear look? That's just too easy.
And it is dangerous to let him get it going this early.
And there's the foul. It'll go on Kyrie Irving. That's his first foul of the game. Now here's George. And we're about 3 minutes into this first quarter. Jackson, the screen. Peterson.
When it comes to wing defenders, Clay is as good as it gets.
Peterson, no good. Pass to Lively. And stolen by Markkanen. It's George on the drive. Over Irving. And a foul called on the way up. So he'll take 2 from the free throw line. Utah shooting their second and third shots at the line here. And he drops the first. Will stand since trading Rudy Gobert and Donovan Mitchell in 2022. The Utah Jazz have done some reshaping of their roster.
Yeah, and Brian, it's clear that they're not done. The tinkering continues. They're going to continue to move pieces around until they find what they think can become a championship contending team.
Now here's Lively. Aldama outside. Lets the 3 fly. Peterson with a rebound. For Utah, they've gone only 2 of 6 from the field. Jackson gets the bucket. Jackson's got 5 points.
Yeah, good touch from Jackson Jr. ready to score inside when given these opportunities.
And some very quick points for him on that possession.
Now you want to get him going as soon as possible. Great way for him to start this game.
Yeah, and I'll tell you what, if he gets into a good rhythm early, watch out.
Now here's Markkanen. Really struggled in the loss against Golden State. Jackson can't get it to go. Dallas has gone 1 of 2 from three-point land so far. And here's Thompson for three. It doesn't go for him. Utah has gone just 2 for 6 from the arc here in the first. And while we have a moment, let's recognize a player who has been working hard lately. Your Western Conference Player of the Week.
And having a man of his talents in the small forward position gives them so many options. On both ends of the floor, he's able to swoop in and provide his team with just about anything they need.
All right, the Jazz making a change here. Hayes is checked in for Nurkic. Filipowski comes in for Jackson. Sensabaugh is checked in for Lauri Markkanen. And it's Collier in for Peterson.
They've been just a little bit better on the glass so far, showing their tremendous work ethic.
Gafford, it's good on the putback.
I love the relentless attitude he showed there. Got himself in great position under the glass.
They had the presence of mind to know exactly where the rebound was going. Here's George. After the basket by Dallas. Hayes in the high post. Working on Gafford. Sensabaugh. And another miss by Utah. Dallas leading by 4. The three from Washington. It's Hayes with the rebound. End of quarter management here. They can go 2 for 1.
Make the math work in your favor.
George outside. Pass to Sensabaugh. Clock at 6. And he's in the books. Now 1 for 2.
A very high percentage look when the D is nowhere to be seen.
Down it goes. Jam that one home.
I'll tell you, he is so tough to keep down once he gets near that rim.
Yeah, he can get up even a few notches higher. Boy, they need something to go to regain some confidence.
No question. Way too many empty possessions for them.
In transition, here they come. The three from Washington. Sends it home from three-point land. 9 seconds left to play in the first quarter. Here's Sensabaugh. Misses from close range.
That's not a bad shot at all. It just didn't go in. Sometimes the process is right, and you still get a bad result.
And so it's the Dallas Mavericks closing out this quarter with a 7-point lead. Their defensive efforts have paid off, effectively shutting down the opposing offense. Back to the game. And for those of you just tuning in, second quarter action is where we are. And guys, what do you think about the hustle stats for Dallas?
Well, they've set the tone early with their pace. So important to capitalize on transition opportunities, and it keeps the defense off balance.
And also their pressure defense is paying dividends tonight, turning them over and getting out in the open floor and running.
On the floor for Utah, getting going in the second. We've got Filipowski. He's out there with Jackson Hayes. Collier is out there with Lauri Markkanen. And it's Sensabaugh in at the 2.
Well, he's got such a sweet shot, but at 7 feet, Markkanen can also hurt you down low. An all-around offensive talent.
Pass to Collier. Back to Markkanen. There's the triple. The Mavericks pull it in. And following this one, they'll take on the Timberwolves in Minnesota. It's a quick turnaround on the road. Just one game.
Well, he can get you the ball in a number of ways. That time with a great bounce pass.
Irving, that's good. And it's a 10-point Maverick lead.
Oh, great concentration from Irving. He's focused on the rim, not the contact. Love it.
Here's Collier. Still no points. Pass to Markkanen for 3. Ooh, Markkanen confident from long range.
Just a great setup for Markkanen. All he needed to do was shoot in rhythm.
Irving attacking. The rebound by Filipowski. Jazz trail by 7. Stan, you're the son of a coach. Your dad was a great coach at the collegiate level. What was the best advice you ever received from him?
Well, Brian, the one that has always stuck with me is he told me in my first season, if you think you've got all the answers, it's only because you don't know all the questions. And I think that's true in everything, not just basketball.
Here's Sensabaugh. No good that time. Nice D from Thompson. Dallas leading by 7. Irving looking around. Pass to Lively. The 3 from Washington. Knocks it down from distance. Washington's got 6.
In today's NBA, you have to stretch the floor if you want to win. They have loads of confidence from three-point land right now.
Here's Sensabaugh. For 3, Collier gets his second attempt to go. Now he's 1 for 2.
They're making a few more threes this quarter, trying to cut into that deficit.
Washington passes to Irving. Washington a screen. Shot from the top of the key. Irving no good.
And even with the miss, that's a high percentage shot for him.
Right wing for 3, Collier. Lively grabs the miss. Lively's got rebound number 5 here tonight. Lively with a screen on Nurkic. Pass to Lively. It's hauled in by Sensabaugh. Jazz trail by 7. Now here's Markkanen. And Klay Thompson picks up the foul. That's his first foul of the game.
Tough break for the defense. I mean, he took the hit, but he didn't get the call.
All right, a moment now to bring up last season's top rebounding teams. In the 3rd spot, the Jazz.
Their effort on the boards was a point of pride for them. They play a physical style, and it served them well.
Here's Peterson. Shoots over Thompson. And the rebound goes to Dallas. Lively's got 6 rebounds in the game. To the inside, Aldama. And it's good. Fought through contact. Hit the shot and will go to the line. Dallas shooting their first free throw attempt on the night.
A slender big man with a nice shooting touch. Aldama is one of those guys who seems to get steadily better each season.
Pass to Jackson. And it's a defensive 3-second violation. This will be his second trip to the free throw line in this one. And the technical free throw is good. Well, Coach Lowry Markkanen, it's been an interesting study to watch his game continue to improve every year.
Yeah, it certainly has, Brian. You know, he was a complimentary player for quite a while, and then finally has developed into a primary offensive threat, and he has thrived.
Clock is at 3. Jackson can't get it to go.
Given his range, you'd expect him to capitalize on that opening.
Thompson, no good. Jazz trail by 9. Here's Sensabaugh. Yes, and it's George picking up the assist. Sensabaugh's got 5 now.
A growing aspect of George's game. He's working to become a strong facilitator.
And the basket by Aldama.
They just look so overwhelmed inside. You know, that's why they continue to get attacked.
And so it's George with it. He brings it up for the Jazz. And after this one, they're at home against Sacramento. That'll be the first of 2 games on their home court. The Mavericks lead by 8. Thompson outside. And the 3 off target. In transition, here come the Jazz. Here's Peterson. No good off the glass. For Dallas, they've gone just 5 of 12 here in the second quarter. Thompson, no good.
Well, you can't question his confidence from out there, but it's not falling. Maybe time for a different approach.
Washington's checked in for Irving. And Utah with a change here, too. Collier, he's checked in for Sensabaugh. Kicks it out to Jackson. Pass to Peterson. 50 seconds left to play in the half. Over Washington. Drops it in from 14 feet away. Peterson's gotten his second bucket.
And putting the defender in the spin cycle, an underused move in his arsenal.
Banked it in off the glass. And the Mavericks lead by 8.
And they've really managed to dominate inside.
Ball stolen. Into the lane. And there's the slam dunk to finish it off.
And this kind of sick slam is just one of the reasons this team is in charge of this game right now, B.A.
You know, there's an edge the way they play and a confidence they're not afraid to show. Thompson outside. Oh, and Clay makes that three look so easy.
And this is Thompson's game. His coaches and teammates love seeing him shoot off the catch.
Utah shooting their 5th and 6th free throw attempts tonight. First one falls for him. George hits them both.
He's making the most of every trip to the line, providing for his team.
Washington outside. Thompson outside. Screen by Lively. Thompson gets a good look. Oh, and he hits it at the buzzer.
And credit him for understanding the situation and coming through.
Yeah, really a perfect way to finish that quarter on a strong, positive note.
And so it's the Dallas Mavericks in command with a 13-point lead at the end of the quarter. A big difference in shooting percentages. That's why they lead. More NBA on 2K Sports right after this.
And get ready for the fifth.
Thanks for tuning in. Did you miss us? Before we discuss the game at hand, let's first check out the upcoming schedule.
When I look at the Mavericks, when you come out rocking with 2 straight wins, you're feeling good.
Yeah, got to keep that out of your head, though. Each game presents a new challenge.
And let's move on now to that first half. Obviously, a lot of work to do for the Jazz.
They want to lean on that perimeter game. I get that. But being one-dimensional, guys, look, it just makes it too easy to guard you.
Yeah, maybe they could redirect some of their attack, be more active in the lane. Thanks, as always, for watching. Let's head back to Brian Anderson and crew for the start of the second half.
Just about ready for the second half here. A big comeback is needed for this game to be competitive, and it probably has to happen quickly. Dallas leading by 13. They've got Thompson, Santi Aldama out there with Derek Lively. Then it's Kyrie Irving. That's the lineup out there for the Mavericks. And for the Jazz, they're shooting around 35% from the field so far. Here's Peterson. The offensive rebound. Nurkic a screen on Irving. Shot clock at 6. Offensive board. Here's Peterson. Ooh, tough possession there. They stayed with it. Just couldn't make the shot.
Yeah, just hasn't been able to find his rhythm offensively. And that's having a ripple effect.
Here's Aldama. Boy, clanks that one off the back iron and it falls. Aldama's got 7 points in the game.
Sweet touch from the mid-range. Every year, Aldama seems to gain more and more confidence shooting the ball.
The shot inside. Jackson can't get it to go.
Oh, man, what happened at halftime? Since then, they're 0 for 4.
Thompson, no good.
Just enough of a shot contest to bother him.
Here's Peterson. 5 points in the game. Nurkic a screen on Irving. Marking it outside. From behind the arc. Fires in the triple. Timeout. He's got 10.
Well, a bit of a cold start to the second half. They need to settle down and get some better looks.
And now a look at last season's most proficient free throw shooters. Number 1, Klay Thompson.
This guy is just lights out from the line. He demonstrated that last season and really hurt teams whenever they fouled him.
Down low. Here's Aldama. And down it goes. Dumped it through off a beautiful setup.
Well, at nearly 7 feet, throwing it down is probably almost effortless for Aldama.
And so it's Utah with it. They trail by 14. Pass to Peterson. Back to George. Jackson surveying the D. Marketed for three. Deflected. George defending. It's wide right. Hits off the rim. Jazz trail by 14. Here's Peterson. Pass to Markkanen. Jackson with it. Covered by Lively. And he got the whistle on the way up. So he'll be headed to the line for a pair. And they've stopped the action here. They're using their coach's challenge to see if they can get this foul overturned.
And even with the coach's challenge in place, we've seen so many of these personal foul calls still disputed even after the
previous play is under review.
A lot of these calls. But at least we have the option to take a second look so the officials can be sure they get it right.
After the review, the ruling on the floor is overturned.
So they see clear evidence of a bad call, and they're going to overturn it. Probably the right decision.
And give credit to the officials for recognizing the mistake and correcting it. Nobody likes to say they got it wrong, but they fixed it in a hurry.
And down it goes. 2 points.
Good read by Aldama. His selfless attitude is why his guys enjoy playing with him.
And from the sideline, let's catch up with Allie.
Hey, Brian, NBA Commissioner Adam Silver is highly encouraged by the growth of the game. He said, in addition to being the fastest growing sport in the world, we are the #1 participation team sport in the United States. Boys and girls are playing basketball in record numbers. Love to hear it, Brian.
No doubt. The game's in a great place right now, Allie. Thank you.
Yeah, just a little off his game this quarter. He's trying to work his way into a rhythm. And there's a nice rhythm to his three-point shot. You know, George has a confident stroke.
Tries a 10-footer. Hits the rim on the way in, and the bucket is good. He's got 14.
They're hammering away inside. 6 consecutive points coming from the interior.
Washington's checked in for the Mavericks. And Utah with a change here, too. Sensaball's checked in. George passes to Nurkic. Third quarter of basketball here. A little under 3.5 minutes gone by.
Well, he just doesn't have it right now. It's as simple as that. And his team is struggling as a result.
Here's Irving. Utah grabs the miss. Here's Sensaball. He's got 5. George finds Nurkic. It's rebounded by Dallas. Lively's got rebound number 8 now. Washington left side. Uses the glass on the layup. Washington's got 8 points.
And I respect the strategy. Despite the sizable lead, you got to stay in attack mode.
Yeah, you got to keep going at it. You don't want to leave any hope for a comeback.
All right, Stan, as you look around the league, who stands out as the best perimeter defender right now?
There's so many good ones. OG Anunoby might be the most versatile. Drew Holiday, Derek White, KCP. Don't forget about guys like Aaron Gordon and Herb Jones, also outstanding.
For 3, George. The shot no good.
He didn't make them pay for that weak defense, but they just can't rely on him to miss those kind of shots.
Count it.
And what's working here, each guy is willing to make the next pass.
Here's George. Here he goes. And he was fouled while in the act of shooting, so he'll take 2 free throws.
And there's no question George can fill it up. For him, it's about focusing on shooting good percentages.
And the Mavericks with some changes. Gafford, he's checked in for Lively. Christie comes in for Thompson. And it's Nembhard in for Irving. Utah with another miss. Dallas leading by 21. 1:05 left in the third quarter. The rebound by Filipowski. Well, the Jazz shooting a low 28% so far in this one. Here's Collier. Pass to Filipowski with the 10-footer. And that one hits the back iron.
And they're +5 on the boards after that rebound.
The rebound by Filipowski. Filipowski's got 5 rebounds in the game. George outside. Hayes with a screen. From downtown. Connects from downtown. George has got 7 points here in the quarter.
He was scuffling with this shot in the first half, but since the break, he's been putting it all together.
That one goes. Count it.
They've been a little soft with their defense on the interior. You'd like to let the clock run and take the final shot.
Yeah, unless it's a gimme, there's no reason to put up an early shot here.
The first one falls. And that one goes in. 2 from the line that time. Nembhard outside. Here's Christie. Good! Without a second to spare.
Oh, you got to have some real nerves to hit that shot.
What poise, what focus. That's an impressive shot.
And now we have a moment to reveal our State Farm assist of the game.
And I'll tell you what, this was a no-brainer tonight. Take a look at the precision on this feed. Couldn't place it any better.
Yeah, that's high-level playmaking. He makes it look easy, but it's not.
And as we head into the fourth, we'll see if there's a comeback in the works or if it's more of the same for the first 3 quarters. And Utah looking at who they've got to start the fourth. Filipowski out there with Lauri Markkanen. Then there's Hayes. Then there's Collier. And it's Sensabaugh and a 2-guard. Here's Collier. Markkanen sets a screen. And they get it back. And a miss there on the triple. The Mavericks lead by 21. Here's Nembhard. Yep, that one goes. Nembhard's gotten his first points in this one.
They're not messing around. 5 of their last 6 buckets have come from the interior.
Here's Collier. Washington grabs the miss. Washington's got 5 rebounds tonight. Here's Irving. Pass to Gafford. And stolen by Hayes. Snatched away. Gafford up top. And it's Dallas scoring again. And now we get a little perspective here on how the hustle game has been for the Mavericks.
Well, they've shown just outstanding effort defensively, and it's resulted in several forced turnovers.
And another note, how about the way they've cashed in off turnovers, taking advantage when given the extra opportunity.
Now here's Markkanen. Not a lot of room. There's a screen from the arc. And that's good. Collier for 3.
And that's on the defense, giving him a decent look. That's his shot.
Pass to Christie. Here's the 3. Utah with the rebound. The drive by Markkanen. And the layup is good off the glass.
Well, we have seen Markkanen accept more and more responsibility over time. What a dominant scorer.
Inside. Here's Washington. And good. Coming on the assist by Irving. Irving's got assist number 7 tonight. Just under 2.5 minutes gone by now in the final quarter. And so Will Hardy calls for the timeout. He is not messing around. Calling them into the huddle. Both teams deciding to change it up. Now George. It's Markkanen on the wing. Back to George. There's a screen by Nurkic. George, good. George has got 9 points here in the second half.
Yeah, running the pick and roll like a veteran. Outstanding patience and recognition by George there.
And so he draws the foul, headed to the line to shoot a pair. It's on Lauri Markkanen. Stan, your coaching career started in the 1980s. How are players different today versus then?
Well, look, players have always shared one thing. They want to be the best that they can be, and they want to win games. But the players now are bigger, faster, stronger, and more skilled. The rules have changed, so the game's a little bit less physical, particularly at the NBA level, but the players are just better.
Stan, you've always been known as the style police. We're used to seeing the home team in white, but you look around the league now, there's a lot more variety.
Yeah, and that's before you even get to the neon shoes some of these guys are wearing. The NBA palette, Brian, has gotten a lot more adventurous.
Knocked away. It's stolen by Irving. Launches it. Rebounded by Nurkic. And so it's George with it. He brings it up for the Utah Jazz. Oh, and makes it with the kiss. George has got 4 points in the quarter.
Just a gutsy play by George inside, finding the close-range look.
Here's Irving on the take. That one falls.
Like a matador. Olay! There was no defense. That has to be one of the easier shots I've seen tonight.
An unorganized defense like that is not going to help them close this down.
And Klay Thompson picks up the foul. That's foul number 2 for him. And it's a completely new group here for the Mavericks. A different look here for Utah. Here's Collier. We've got 1:48 left in the final quarter. Beyond the arc. Shot's good by Sensabaugh.
Here in the second half, they're really focused on stretching the floor.
Yeah, and where has the defense been? They've been content to let them fire away. They've got to close out to the arc.
Washington passes to Christie. The 3-ball. And that one goes. He's now recorded his 5th bucket in 8 tries.
It's safe to say they have dominated this game. The game wasn't even as close as the score says in a great win for the Mavericks.
And you don't usually see this kind of blowout, but tonight they delivered the punishment.
I mean, what's so impressive is they never wavered in their approach. They just kept at it and showed they were without a doubt the better team.
And they'll chalk this up as their 3rd win of the year.
And having this win on the books might give them a little mental advantage the next 2 times these squads meet.
Pass to Washington. Utah grabs the miss. Here's Collier. Here's Sensabaugh. They get it back. Fires from deep. No good. This is why you want ball movement and player movement.
And that's made it hard for the defense to key in on any one individual. Man, the defender really went after him.
First free throw is good. So Utah ends up going with a new group. So he gets them both. There's 31 seconds left in the 4th. Here's George. Gafford grabs the miss. They've got a commanding lead.
It just seems like everything is going their way.
Gafford with a screen on Nurkic. The putback. Oh, he hangs in there and cashes in on the second chance points.
This has to feel good. They gave their fans a show and secured the W.
Yep, the crowd gets to go home feeling good about the win tonight. Their team looked impressive.
That one's good.
Yeah, way back when I started coaching, you never wanted a three-pointer on a fast break. Now, it's the shot teams are looking for.
And so it's the Mavericks taking care of business in this one. They didn't have too many problems tonight.
They didn't. Just a tremendous team effort. Once they had that big lead, they were not going to let the visitors back